Leo, for the week of February 24th, I have some really good news. Get out of your own way. So the Fool is in the base of the matter of this 10 card spread. And so he's kicking off a new adventure. The Fool is really important because it starts the major arcana lessons. And a lot of times when he appears, it's for me, a lot of times after we've already been through a lot of life lessons and we're getting that refresh. And we're no fool at all. See that new day dawning around him? He's got the hawk, a connection, or the eagle, to the connection to God. He in a lot of decks you'll see him wearing animal skins like this, because I'm not carrying anything from the material world forward. I'm just carrying me, my sense of adventure, my enthusiasm, my excitement, and even emotional baggage is not there. And in a lot of older decks you'll see a little dog snapping at his heels, so there's no way you're going to turn around. And there is no way you're going to turn around this week, Leo. So in the crossing card, that's Seven of Swords. So if there's been things that have kind of been out of your reach, or you felt like there was a little bit of shadiness, or you had to move in strategic ways with regards to, like, a Leo covers a broad thing, everything from work to home to family to relationship. It's the whole gamut. And, that's like, don't let those kind of instances or trials and tribulations that you had to encounter to get to those new starts, like the Fool, or at that base of the matter, the Strength, which is you right there, Leo, overcoming anger, rage, ego, pride, the things that can get us thrown off. That's what that Seven of Swords is. They're there for a reason, to teach us stuff. And that's what the Strength card says, is that you've mastered that, but not even just in this material world, but more importantly, the mastery of controlling your thoughts. Leos are they're just so sweet and kind. And if they come up across those Seven of Swords, kind of maybe shadiness of other people's, or feel like maneuvering that you don't know about, or, just not a nice thing. It's a contemplation and meditation of our thoughts. And it usually gets applied here because people have been pushing those thoughts in a way that doesn't make us feel good. And that might be blocking you from kind of taking this new journey. And you've got a lot of stuff that might be carrying over from there, because the top of the matter is the King of Wands. That means just be vibrant, exuberant, be your old self. That's the king in its most exalted state. Like, he's a charmer. He brings imagination, inspiration, the creative to the table. He's really fab, But if you're going out with someone like this, that has been typically non-emotional, or at a distance, or wanting to feel like they're the big guy or the Rico Suave kind of charmer, that's the downfall of the king. So, and with that Strength there too, you want to make sure that you're honoring you, because the Page of Cups is in that the fifth reflection of what's leaving your life, right? So, and that's self-love. So you've been applying that, but now we're kind of going backwards with the Eight of Swords. Now I'm in a tangle. I don't know what to do. I'm not trusting my intuition. I'm not trusting my, outlook. I'm all tangled up. And then when a Leo gets like that, that's a shame, because you just like to be driven with your heart, not to have a lot of strategy and analytical thinking in your personal situations or endeavors or relationships. So the Eight of Swords, let's say, break that. God's testing you. See him right over this shoulder, saying, come on now, come on, nothing's hurting you. It's just what we're doing to ourselves. And it comes out of that Seven, right? And the shame about it is you're kind of blocking, again, your own stuff, because the Four of Swords is in that in that seventh card placement, which is kind of a reflection of the Fool. So you've been thinking about how to make new moves, thinking about maybe how to get closer to the King of Wands, but he needs to change in your way. And that's the Strength card, and the self-love. You got to be respected. So wherever it is, but if it's a work stuff, like you want to look for promotion or put yourself out there in dating, the King is great. Okay. So whatever this week holds for you, but the King of Pentacles is now sitting in how other people look at you. So don't shut down. Okay. And especially don't be stingy with money. That's the downfall of a Leo. There's certain astrology signs that deal with the gold coin, and you are one of them. So you are going to have this guy, and he's not nice. So that's how people are looking at you, as maybe you're too concerned about money, too concerned about material goods. Kick that stuff to the curb, because that's going to really dimmer the light of a Leo. You're going to just be soaking in a corner, and that's, you need to be like this guy, the Strength at the bottom. So let's change that perception in other people's minds, and that hopes and fears is the Empress. So maybe you really want to be the boss, the big guy. You want to have that material stuff. But again, that's the duality of Leo, sometimes you're going to be pulled to that material world, but you're really meant for the spirit. And you need to make sure if you're encountering the Emperor in yourself or other people around you, it's business, law, and contracts. It's great when you have an emotional distance, but if the Emperor's kind of a bullyish person, or you feel like you need to be bullyish or not do the right thing or be shady, there's a lot of like out there in society that just tells us that you have to be mean to people to be successful in business. And I find that to be counter-effective. You're never going to build anything big if people think you're mean or unjust or unfair. So learn those lessons, get the positive side of the Emperor, work that out in yourself, because maybe where that tangle is, like, oh, I have to be a certain way, but everyone's demanding me to be this way, but I want to be a different way. And you're all tangled up at that Nine of Swords in the outcome. So stop it, Leo. Go with your Leo flow, okay? You're big-hearted. You're generous, you're altruistic, you're the host, you're just fantastic. So stop it. So stop taking other people's perceptions or society's perceptions. That's what a lot of do with the swords. It's how we feel about ourselves in the eyes of society and communities or family. So stop it. So the Three of Cups is right under the Nine of Swords. So if there's like a little flame of love going on anywhere in your heart or your stratosphere, hook into that this week and just focus on that, because that's going to relieve the tension, fears, and anxieties that these swords are giving you, because you need some calmness. You need eating healthy. Take a breath, get the love flowing again, because that's when the answer is. Just do you, and the rest will be fine this week, okay? Don't stress about other stuff. Just do you. And thanks for visiting this channel too, my friend, my little Leo.